Good afternoon, everyone. We're glad to see everyone out this morning. Thank you so much for coming. This is a monumental event. Over 200 years ago, our country started by folks getting together in a room and working together, working out a plan, and that's how our country came about. Today, we have a partnership between Wallace State College, the Winston County School System, different organizations in Winston County to provide jobs and opportunities for the people of Winston County. Folks in Montgomery, the governor mentioned about us in the State of the State address. Folks from our county went to Winston County, got us in touch with Dr. Karlowitz and the people from Wallace State. They came over, and everybody working together want to make a difference in workforce development in Winston County. Thank you so much for coming today. Thank you, Governor, Dr. Karlowitz, all our folks who are up on the stage and have come. Thank you so much, because this is going to make a difference in the lives of people all over our county and state. Thank you very much. Appreciate y'all coming today. I will now turn it over and please give a welcome to Dr. Vicki Karlowitz, the president of Wallace State College.
Good afternoon and welcome to Double Springs, to Winston County Career Technical Center, and we are delighted to have you here to join in this very special occasion with us. I have the pleasure of introducing our dignitaries today, and so I would ask, as I call their name, if they would just stand and remain standing until I complete the introductions. First, you've met Mr. J.D. Snoddy, and everyone knows he's a legend here as the Circuit Clerk of Winston County. We also have Mr. Paul Housel, representing Congressman Robert Adderholt from the U.S. Congressional District number 4. I have a letter from the Honorable Greg Reed, Senate Majority Leader, Alabama State Senate District 5. He sends his regrets and could not be here today. We have the Honorable Paul Bussman, Alabama State Senate District 4. The Honorable Tim Wadsworth, Alabama House of Representatives, District 14. Honorable Mike Milliken recently had surgery and could not be here today, but sends his regrets. We have the Honorable Elmo Robinson, Mayor of the town of Double Springs. We have Dr. Russ Rothamer, Chief Academic and Student Affairs Officer, representing Chancellor Heinrich of the Alabama Community College System. We have Mr. Greg Pendley, Superintendent of the Winston County Schools. And of course, we have our very own Governor of the great state of Alabama, Governor Robert Bentley, whom I will introduce in more detail in just a few moments. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I think all of you know that Winston County is considered a distressed area by the Appalachian Regional Commission. And residents who live here would disagree with the term distressed because it's a beautiful place to live, work, and worship and play. But it is just distressed economically in terms of jobs and the availability of good-paying jobs for its people and its citizens. 24% of the residents of Winston County live below the poverty level. The median household income here is about $32,000. The rural school systems, like Winston County school system, struggle under disparate educational funding because of the tax structure that funds county schools differently from suburban schools. But I think they do a marvelous job with what they have. There's a great deal of pride in this school, as you can see by these newly finished floors that are just awaiting the school kids to start very shortly. I want to say thank you to the Appalachian Regional Commission. Ms. Chastain is here. If you would stand for just a minute, let me welcome you. Jim Byard from DECA is here. And Congressman Robert Adamo really supports the work of the Appalachian Regional Commission. They provide a lot of dollars to the state of Alabama that enables us to do what we do, and that is why we're here today. I want to say thank you to the members of the Alabama legislature, and especially those who are seated on this stage today, because it's through their hard work and vision and trying to pare out dollars for workforce development that we're able to have this project here today. This is an example of the good work that results from a small amount of money that not only impacts rural Alabama's economy and workforce, but it's also used to leverage federal dollars. We used $185,000 of workforce development monies provided by our legislature in the form of ready to work and training dollars to leverage an 80% match in the form of $750,000 from the federal government, our other tax dollars at work, and we're proud to be able to do that. And here today, you'll see the results of those funds awarded. We began a partnership in Winston County. Jamie, stand up. Jamie Blackman is our star here. Jamie's been working in Winston County here since about 2012 with the Ready to Work program, and we've had adult education and GED trying to serve the citizens here. But we received a call last year from the infamous J.D. Snoddy and said, I need some help. I have an idea. I have some people in jail that need some help, and I want to try to help them reduce their fines, reduce their sentences, and can we partner on that? I think somebody needs to be talking to you about prison reform and sentence restructuring, Mr. Snoddy, because in the time that we've been serving the court system here, in addition to the others in this special Ready to Work program, we trained 35 people under Ready to Work with employability skills this past year. 10 of them were incarcerated and had their fines reduced by $10,000, which removed a barrier to employment for them. 11 of that 35 entered college, and 21 of them found jobs. And that's what this work is all about. That's why we're here. In this partnership today, we have local industry, government officials, the courts, AIDT, Wallace State Community College, and of course, our K-12 partners in the Winston County school system with the Winston County Career Technical Center. We'll be establishing a computer lab here where we're going to be doing certified production technician training and offering a manufacturing skill standard credential for the trainees, which will also be offered as dual enrollment for our students and enable the Winston County school system to meet the requirements for a virtual school, which they have not been able to do. So we use a few dollars, reduce duplication of efforts, and leverage the money to benefit all of us. The AIDT mobile training unit for welding was brought here. It enables us to be flexible and reduce again the cost to provide services to an economically distressed area. We have CDL training, commercial driver's license training, which again is flexible, stand-up program that we can move anywhere through the workforce development dollars that have been provided to us. Governor Bentley just a year or so ago announced an employability or soft skills training initiative throughout the state of Alabama. That's what this is. And through our Ready to Work Employability Skills Certification program, employers benefit because we'll have, hopefully, employees who will know how to apply for a job, know how to interview, get to work on time, and be drug-free, and maintain a job that helps elevate the quality of life for the people in this county. This project will serve at least 250 people in the next year from rural Winston County, and they will be prepared when they finish to obtain good-paying jobs that raises the quality of life here. Before I introduce the governor, I do want to mention the Arts Council. And Governor, I'm taking special privilege here because I've mentioned this Arts Council to Christian B. Craft. I'd like the members of the Arts Council who are here to just stand for a minute. I'm so proud of the work that you do. They are great. We don't often think of arts as workforce development, but it is. I'd hate to tell you how much I paid for a painting recently. But anyway, the Arts Council rolled up their sleeves and got to work here in the Winston County school system because the Winston County school system did not have adequate funding for arts education for the kids. They renovated an old football field house and turned it into an art studio. They raised money to buy art supplies, and they teach art to the kids here in Winston County, all for free, all volunteers, and they do it with a whole heart. And Jim, I hope we can, and Ms. Chastain, find some funding to help them do what they do. I am pleased and honored to introduce to you the governor of the great state of Alabama. On his promise to put Alabamians back to work, Governor Robert Bentley was elected as the 53rd governor of Alabama in 2010. During his first term, Alabama gained more than 80,000 jobs. Additionally, Governor Bentley has recruited over 70,000 new future jobs, many of which have yet to go online as new facilities are currently being constructed. He's led legislative efforts to increase incentives for new businesses and industries and has streamlined government services. Unemployment has decreased significantly during his time as governor, but he still is refusing to take a paycheck. As he continues his second term, Governor Bentley remains committed to creating jobs for the people of Alabama. Many of the new jobs in Alabama require skilled workers, and as evidenced by this grant, he is committed to workforce development. I am grateful for his leadership for jobs in the state of Alabama. Would you join me in welcoming Governor Robert Bentley?
Good afternoon, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here with you in Double Springs. I'm trying to remember how many times I've been to Double Springs, but not enough. So it's good to be with you. It's always good to be in Winston County. It is a part of the state that we consider rural. In February of this year, I did have my State of the State. During my State of the State, I announced new initiatives for rural Alabama. As rural Alabama goes, the rest of the state goes. And there are parts of Alabama that are great places to live. They are great places to work. Unfortunately, we don't have enough work. And there are so many needs, I think, in rural Alabama that we tried to highlight in our Great State 2019 plan when we unveiled that in February of this year. It's an honor to be with you today. This money that's being used in this grant through the Appalachian Regional Commission will be used, as we just said, for soft skills and probably other issues too. I don't know why we always call it soft skills. It's really the hardest thing that there is because it's a way of getting along with people, getting there on time, working, preparing resumes, doing the things that you really have to do in order to get a job. So it's really not a soft skill. It's really the hardest thing that we do as human beings, and that's working together, getting along, and going to work. And I'm just very honored to be with you today. You know, Alabama has so many great things to offer, but the greatest thing that we have to offer in this state are the people of this state. And the people in Alabama work hard. The work ethic is second to none, and that's one of the reasons that when I talk to companies from all over the world, I talk to them about not always what we have to offer. I talk to them about the people, because that's what we have to offer that's the most important. So we need to prepare the people. We need to prepare our students, and we need to start as low as in our K through 12 level, our pre-K schools, all the things that are so important. Education is so vital to producing skilled workers in this state. I've had the opportunity to be the national chairman of the Appalachian Regional Commission. That was about 2 years ago. and it really helps us in Alabama, in the 27 counties that are part of the Appalachian Regional Commission counties. It provides funding. We have a federal chair and we have a state chair, and I've been the state chair in the past. I also have been the chairman of the National Governors Association for our Economic and Commerce Committee, and I've been able to showcase Alabama, because in Alabama we have the best workforce training programs, and now we have the best workforce organizational structure for training people of any state in the country. And I'm around governors all the time across the country, and being chairman of that committee, I can compare Alabama to any state, and we have the organizational structure that is second to none. AIDT, where was AIDT? I know you're out there somewhere. I want to tell you how much I appreciate what y'all do, but you've been here a number of years, long before I've been governor. The two-year college systems are so vital, and Wallace State, thank you for what you do. The two-year college systems are really our primary workforce training programs in the state. When we came into office, though, we set up something called Accelerate Alabama. That was for recruitment, retention, and for the development of jobs out of ideas. And in fact, the first idea that got a grant was from Wallace State. But I want to say that organizational structure, plus the workforce training programs that we put into place, I believe puts Alabama at the forefront of workforce training. What we're doing here today is a part of that. So I just want to be here with you today and celebrate this grant, almost $1 million, that locals and JD and other people, obviously, who were involved in securing this, and then we're able to match it with the federal dollars through the Appalachian Regional Commission. This will help the people of this area. It's just a small part as we begin to develop to help rural Alabama. I also want to thank the individuals, our Senator Busman, and also Representative Tim Wadsworth. I want to brag on them. They both do an outstanding job representing you in Montgomery. We've got a lot of issues that we have to deal with, a lot of problems that we have to solve. But these guys are right there on the forefront, and they represent you well. And so I want you to always thank them for that. So it's good to be with you today. And somebody's got a new floor because I smell it. Y'all did too, don't you? And the last time I was here, I believe I was in Arley, which is how far from here, JD? 14 miles. And had a little chitlins, and had to do a little medical care for a buck dancer. So, you know, we had a good time, though. I enjoyed coming to Winston County. Thank y'all for letting me be with you today. God bless you.
Thank you, Governor Bentley. I have two others that I'd like to introduce to you today. And first, at the back of the auditorium, we have a very special group, and that is some of, Governor Bentley, the welding and machine tool technology students at Wallace State Community College. I want them to stand up. And some diesel technology. That's just a couple of them. There's a whole slew of them back at campus. Those are the high demand jobs in the state of Alabama. And these guys are going to leave us and make good money and have some of those good paying jobs that have been recruited to the state. Thank you, guys. Winston County is like Coleman County. You know, when something needs to be done, people roll up their sleeves and get to work. And I have the privilege of, I want to just introduce to you a special friend, guest here today. And that's Mr. Roy Drinker. Mr. Drinker, if you don't, well, he's going to stand up. I was going to have him raise his hand. But Mr. Drinker has been a friend of the college since its very beginning in 1963. But he was also, he's only 96 years old today and still outworking me, but he was also, that's right, he beats me to the office every day. So he was also a member of the group called the Flying 50s in Coleman that brought the first industry to Coleman County in the 1950s. They made it their business to go and get King Edward to come to Coleman and loaded up a group of businessmen to go and make that happen. And so that's the vision, Mr. Snoddy, that I see happening in Winston County today, and I want to commend you for that. Let me read a letter from Senator Reed, and then I want our other platform guests to have an opportunity to speak to you. He asked me to share this with you. He said, "Dear friends, congratulations to Wallace State Community College and to the Winston County Career Technical Center for receiving grant funds from the Appalachian Regional Commission. I'm sorry I'm not able to be with you today and that my wife and 3 sons are on a family vacation before my sons return to college later this month. I know the importance of this grant to the Winston County Works project, and I'm excited about the implementation of this project through the Winston County school system and Wallace State. The residents in our community will benefit tremendously from the economic opportunities resulting from a highly trained workforce that will continue to grow because of these programs in Winston County and throughout Northwest Alabama. It's my privilege and honor to represent the people of Winston County and look forward to exciting results of this grant's implementation. God bless you all. Greg Reed, District 5 Senate Majority Leader." It's my privilege now to introduce to you Mr. Paul Housel, representing Congressman Robert Adderholt, and then the other members of the platform will follow him. In the interest of time, I won't introduce them individually. So we will have Mr. Paul Housel. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Collins. First of all, on behalf of Congressman Adderholt, I just want to say thank you for the invitation and the opportunity to be with you and be part of the program. And I also want to thank Dr. Collins and the staff at Wallace State for the excellent job that they do. We work with them quite a bit, and it's just an amazing team over there. I also want to thank those from ARC, Appalachian Regional Commission. They do a fantastic job for Northern Alabama, and Congressman Adderholt has always been a big supporter of ARC. And every year it seems like it's a fight to make sure that ARC has the funding they need to fund programs like the one we celebrate here today. Now, the Congressman has also been a supporter and champion of economic development. And as we all know, a good education is a foundation for growing our economy. And with a program like Wallace State is using here today, it's going to help the folks here to improve their skills, which will then help improve their wages, which of course leads to improved standard of living. President Reagan used to say that the best social program is a job, and I totally agree with that. And partnerships like the one here will ensure that people of Winston County will have better jobs to support themselves and their families. And we're just proud to be a part of it, a small part of it. And again, thank you, Dr. Collins and your staff, for what you do. And if there's anything we can do from the Congressman's office, please let us know. So thank you very much.
Good afternoon. I had some prepared comments, and let me tell you what happened. I was sitting in Addison about an hour ago eating lunch. And as I'm sitting in Addison eating lunch, here comes the orange and blue Wallace State Community College bus down 278. And that changed every comment that I had. And the reason that is because when I saw that bus coming down 278, I knew that the people of Winston County would now have the same opportunities that other counties in the state of Alabama have. Not only do they have opportunities from one of the best community colleges in the country. Wallace State Community College will compete with any community college in the country. They will compete with any higher education university in this state when it comes to workforce development, those type of things. But this is a very important day. It's important because everybody in Alabama should have the same opportunities. And when you don't have the education skills to compete in the job market that we have now, you are at a disadvantage. And the good thing about what's going on in Winston County today is the people of Winston County have the same opportunities as other people across the state. This state is growing very quickly in very technologically advanced businesses. And you have to have training to make that work. You have to have training to be employable. And everybody has not had that opportunity. And Governor, I appreciate your help in this area. I appreciate his concern in this area, because we do need to train everybody in the state to meet the job needs that we have. As these jobs come to Alabama, we don't have enough employees to fill the positions now. We've got to fill those positions. We have an aging population in the workforce. We've got to fill that aging population with qualified workers that can go to work every day and can get the job done, or else we're not going to be able to keep the companies that we're bringing in. So it's a very exciting day. I'm happy for Winston County. You know, I'll continue to fight for Winston County to be treated as fairly as any other county in the state. And that's important for the people of Winston County. And so today I'm just excited to be here. I appreciate the governor coming. I remember one of the times the governor was here, out of the many that he's been here, we were at Pork and Beans. Pork and Beans is no longer even there anymore. And that was one of my favorite places. I know it was one of the governor's favorite places to go. But it just shows you the importance that the governor has placed on workforce development, workforce training. I'm excited to be here today, and I'm excited for the people of Winston County. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm Kimball Osborne. I represent Winston County, and one of the things I do want to thank, I want to thank Governor Bentley for what he's done in helping to bring these funds. ADECA, also Jim Baird and ARC, because workforce development is very, very important. And from a practical point of view, in industrial recruitment, we have a difficult time bringing people in. We can get some industry in here, but sometimes they're not able to employ everybody within the county because they don't have good trained employees that do their type of work. And I'll give you an example of that. Up at Addison, this new industry that just came in, they employ about 20 to 25 people. But a lot of their employees are actually traveling from out of state or out of the county. And the reason is they don't have enough people that are adequately trained to take those positions, to step right in and do those jobs. This type of workforce development is one of the things that will help us be able to get our students and also people that just get out of high school, get them trained. So once they're trained, then they can go straight into a job and be able to have the skills necessary to fill those jobs. We've worked with a company in North Birmingham about trying to relocate up in the East Winston County. One of the concerns they had was people that are not adequately trained to do their type of skills. And that's the thing that this type of grant does. It helps work with the various industries to train the employees so that when they go into those jobs, they're trained, they can start straight in, and there's not a lot of downtime. Because a lot of these companies, when they start off, what they want is, they don't want somebody they've got to teach for 6 months or 3 months. They want somebody that's trained that can go straight in to increase productivity. That's the advantage that we have with this type of program. I want to thank Wallace State for their commitment to do this type of facility and work with Winston County. Winston County, I'm from Arley, Alabama, and we've always been a little bit behind maybe in the jobs category. But with this type of program, I feel like this will be able to assist us in moving forward and getting more jobs, and also getting jobs and having employees from Winston County working those jobs. This is important because once you have a student that is, or an employee that has to get a job outside our area, first thing they do, they're traveling. And if they travel long enough with gas prices, the result is they're going to move outside the area. And when they move outside the area, it affects their community, it affects their schools, and getting adequate jobs, getting people adequately trained is the foundation for keeping people in your county, keeping your families together. Because I know each one of you have kids. You want your kids to work close so you can see your grandkids. But if they have to travel, that's the biggest problem. Is that once they start traveling, they've got to move away in order to keep the job and also lower their costs. But I appreciate y'all giving me an opportunity to speak. And if I can ever help you on anything over Arley, just give me a call. Be happy to help with anything you ask. I appreciate it. Thank y'all. I'm Elmo Robinson. I'm the mayor of Double Springs. I want to thank Governor Bentley, Wallace State, ARC, ADECA, our congressmen, representatives, and everyone for working on this program. Double Springs lost over 300 jobs in the last 4 years. And the biggest problem we've had in bringing industry to Double Springs is that we didn't have enough trained individuals. So hopefully this program will pick up that piece that we're missing and will help us be able to recruit more industry for Double Springs. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Alabama Community College System Board of Trustees and Chancellor Feinrich, I want to thank the partners and stakeholders for coming together to provide the learning and training opportunities that meet the needs of our communities. The ready-to-work, short-term, and industry-recognized credentials are integral components of an aligned system to benefit both employees and employers. Again, congratulations on this award and good luck on this important initiative. Thank you.
You told me that you were going to have a 15-minute speech, so I was trying to prepare. On my behalf, personally, an extension of the board, on their behalf, all the faculty, staff, and administration of our county, I'd like to welcome you to Winston County and to our campuses, to our system. It's something we're very proud of, and we're making progress. Dr. Collins, I'd be neglectful, I appreciate you in allowing us to work with your administration and staff. They've been most professional in how they handle things. They've been just a pleasure to get to know and to work with. I'd also be neglectful if I didn't commend our folks, employees of the Board of Education, that have helped to pull all of these things together. And as you'll see in just a few moments, it is impressive. We're excited about this opportunity. We're excited about what it's going to do for our current student population. It's going to open up some avenues that they might not have otherwise. It's going to keep kids in school. It's going to prepare folks for a workforce. It's also going to help our county. And as you drove through or flew over, Governor, there's a lot of buildings in Winston County that are empty, and we need that to change. Of course, I would like to thank all of our delegations here today. I appreciate so much. You have difficult decisions to make daily. All of the folks at DECA, ARC, anyone that has had a hand in this, I'd like to thank, because it is a huge step as we move forward, and it's a huge step for our county and our system as we better prepare our kids, young men and women, to enter the workforce. Dr. Collins.
Thank you, Mr. Kinley, and other platform guests very much. Mr. Snoddy, do you have anything else that you'd like to say? Are you ready to cut a ribbon? I think we're ready to cut a ribbon, and I want to say again, thank you all for coming and sharing it this day with us. Let's cut a ribbon.